All right, welcome back to another episode of the Careful Boys, where Joe asked earlier, or not asked, but he told us we gotta save this for a whole other video. So
Yeah, because they always ask us, and then people didn't see the answer, so they ask us again.
What's the question?
Do you guys want kids?
Well, I guess the answer could change.
That's true.
Like if you asked Steve in 2004.
You legit.
I think that's more important. It's
If
more
you
that
asked me
you
5
wanted
years
kids.
ago, if you asked me 5 years ago,
5 years
we were open to it. Sure.
I met David's baby.
How was that?
You don't think you would change your answer again?
No, I don't know. I mean, I could. We're just kind of running on. We're running on the clock on this thing. My wife's 38.
I haven't met David's baby.
Looks nothing like that fool.
So she
think
can
it's the
still
girl?
have kids.
Yeah.
Could it change in a few months? Your
We
answer?
both, like, for example, like just before I left, we made sure not to fuck because she's ovulating right now. So we're like,
Whoa, you have to.
Oh, you're avoiding it 100%.
because we knew she's ovulating.
Just don't leave it in, Steve. Come on, man.
Not to brag, she's ovulating right now.
That's a
Ooh, you're abstinent right now.
Those fertile.
No, we made sure. Now we're like deuces out on that. 'Cause
You're the Virginia's cool guy now.
So you guys are like cool you're 100% sure.
right now, absolutely.
Your
Like we're
team
both
no
like
kids?
so. It's weird how we both are, but we genuinely, when we got married, we were down, and then like COVID hit, and then like we were like, nah, no, hell no, we don't want to go to a hospital right now. And then that kind of turned into like us slowly realizing that we don't really want to have kids.
Oh, are you equally neck and
100%.
neck the
It's
same?
It
Wow.
sounds fake that I'm saying it like that, but we are. It sounds like maybe I'm like, you better say you don't want kids. But we really are just completely in the same zone on it.
That's cool.
We're very similar in weird ways.
Are you guys, is she, like, are you guys gonna leave like an out where she like freezes her eggs or something just in case for later?
We talked about it, but it's such an invasive procedure if you've actually looked into it. Like, they have to scrape your eggs out of there and stuff.
Is it? Because that's the same thing they go through when the people donate eggs or like sell eggs, right?
And my wife's a total pussy with pain stuff. Trust me. It's annoying. So I don't think we could go through with that part of it. Yeah. Sucks, dude. We were at a hotel one time, like one of those like Airbnbs like by the ocean in like I don't know wherever, Long Beach or some shit. And there was like BDSM full setup, like fucking one of those like X bar things and like a bunch of whips and shit. And I was like,
At
this,
an Airbnb?
yeah, somebody's
you guys-
Airbnb.
It's
Yes.
one of the amenities.
That means
We
you
didn't even know.
specifically Chose
No, we didn't even know. Like until we got there, it wasn't in the.
Somebody checked the wrong box.
No, but then like her parents walk in, and they're like, "Whoa!" And I'm like, "No, your daughter could not handle any kind of pain at all."
Don't worry.
Yeah, it's not even like it's not ours.
We've tried it.
A waste.
Waste of time, really.
Is it one of those things where like you got married, you're like, oh yeah, we'll have kids someday, and then you never like
Yeah. legit.
talked to it, and it just time
No,
just
we were
went by.
like, well, we want to have kids, right? Like we talked about it, our whole courtship and everything.
Yeah.
And we're like 26 years old, and then it just turned into like COVID hit after we got married. We were gonna wait till we got married anyway. COVID hits after we got married, and then we're just like, yeah, I think. Like I don't really want to go to the hospital at all. And then during that, like I remember coming to JK and being like, we want to have kids.
Yeah.
And then COVID hits, and then we're just like, yeah, we don't want to go to the hospital right now. And then it slowly turned into us being like, God, kids are so fucking annoying. Like more and more people around us had kids, and then the more I had to hang out with like my family's kids and stuff like that, the more I was like, dude, I'm good. I'm fucking good. Can't wait to leave. You know what I mean? Like I love hanging out with my family, but when they all started having kids, it's hard to even hang out with them because you get kids like you're like talking to Anthony right now, like and the kid just comes up. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like it's a whole nother level.
Constant broken conversation.
And you can't turn it off, obviously. So like, yeah, it just turned into like I'm Gucci actually, in the coochie.
What would there be? What if? What variable could potentially change it?
I think right now we're both completely dead set on no. Yeah. Yep. The variable would be we had an oopsie and we probably wouldn't do anything about it.
What if some guy was like, I bet you won't have a kid?
Wait, what?
Test me, fool. Test me.
You'd be such a okay father.
Thanks, bro. You'd be a great dad.
I think Steve would be a great dad.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, homie.
Let's bring it back to okay.
I think Anthony would be a great dad. I really do.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because he's a deep fella, and I think that a kid would be very fortunate to have a deep man
A demon?
talk about their feelings and shit like that.
Yeah, because Anthony can be both mother and father.
Exactly.
Can't wait for the father-daughter dates.
Don't even say
I
that.
have a daughter. That's all I'm gonna say to Steve. I'm gonna walk right by your house,
Because you'll feel guilty about it because I already got in your head about it.
so I'm gonna feel like a creep.
You're like, oh, that is creepy if I say that.
You should feel like a creep.
I'm pushing it on them.
Daddy-daughter.
I can't do it. I just can't do it. Just say I'm going to go hang out with my daughter. You don't have to say like, Dad,
I'm gonna take my daughter to the beach so I can see her in a bikini.
Oh,
shit.
man.
It's just the weirdest.
Do you want kids like pretty soon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do want kids.
She nutting in you?
How does that even work?
He's waiting for his
All right,
ovulation.
now put your legs over your head and shake around.
Don't move, don't move, don't move.
I'm ovulating next week, actually.
Dude, that's pretty exciting. That means any day now you could have good news.
You could be
Oh, you
pregnant
guys are
right now.
trying too, huh?
We just started.
Let's go!
I don't even know if I
my
should
God.
be saying that on my.
Oh my gosh.
Why?
Cream pie
I don't
time.
want to
Superstition?
jinxies. No jinxies.
Yeah.
Just say no jinxies.
No jinxies. No jinxies. No
Casual. It's
jinxies.
casual.
Yeah.
If it happens,
Mind your business, don't worry about it.
yeah, don't announce it like till 6 months later.
Season, that's all.
That's tight. That's cool, you man.
Springtime, baby.
I knew you've been having a little extra bounce in your step.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You guys been- I knew he'd been nutting.
I can feel his back and how strong it is. You can tell he's nutting, dude. He's leaving it in.
More
That's
relaxed.
tight. That's tight.
But it's also. I've mentioned this before. My dad is a very not like a wordy person in my adolescence, right? He never really explained shit. He either just hit me or grunt.
Good move.
But the few times, and I really only have 2 core lessons that he's ever given me. One was the why he doesn't get fat,
That story is crazy.
and then two was just the you don't want to be an old dad. And it's just burned in my head. That's all. And I'm already significantly older than he was when he had my sister and me.
But you're a young lad, though.
But are you younger than he is? Like not like.
Metabolic ages, I bet, is young.
Yeah, like metabolically, are you younger?
Dance and stuff like that. He probably wasn't.
Bro,
even
you look like you're 25. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to suck you off or anything, but you do look like a young lad.
But I would if I had to.
If I had to,
Somebody paid me to.
if no money was on the line, I would. I mean,
But Asians do have that thing where like they look young until like a.
the point is that you work out, you're in shape, you're not like an old guy, you're not like an average 38-year-old. You know
I'm
what I'm
sure
saying?
I've done more things to my body than he has in his life. Like
What?
Like touching yourself?
like touching myself.
Like more volume on that?
Like all your visits to Czechoslovakia?
Yeah, dude.
Sure.
Check.
Wait, how old was your dad when he had
Just like the
when he had you guys?
smoking to drinking, you know, all that stuff. Like I'm sure he didn't do it the way
Abusing
I
Thai lady boys.
But the difference is you have the power of dance and you sweat it off.
Yeah, yeah.
Just the sheer volume.
I think my dad was like 28 with my sister and 30 with me.
Damn.
Yeah, my dad was having kids at 26, I think.
We have more stress. You have more stress.
Yeah.
That was the era. They were all having, like, that's late in his generation,
Like
right?
for him to say you don't want to be an old dad is because he was probably old for that generation.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he wants you to fix.
How many
what
chin
he
ups
thought
can he do,
needs.
though? He can't do no chin ups at that time?
Yep.
Hey, can he bench 225?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not.
Yeah, but if you think about it, his dad, like, no offense, but at 38, your dad probably could kick your fucking ass right now. You at 38. You know what I mean? Like, those are just a different group of guys.
I don't know.
Like, my dad at 39 could absolutely kick my ass at 39.
Probably stabbed with a tent pole.
They just lived a different
dad
life.
my dad is more man for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
At 38.
Yeah.
He's probably seen more shit.
Those guys just saw more shit.
Like-
and got in fights all the time. And like,
Closer to death.
Like escape a war as a refugee. and
Yeah.
Migrate to another part.
Like,
of the
what do you
world.
get scare him with?
Yeah.
Technology?
That's
AI?
Windows 95?
whoa, get that away from me.
Different kind of high tea, you know?
Because right now I'd be like, I can't sleep without the AC on.
Yeah.
You know?
shit.
It's only 73 in here. 73's not cold enough
My
for me
dad
to
can fucking
sleep.
sleep on the bed of scorpions.
I need nose tape to go to sleep. Or I won't get a good
You
night.
know something my dad never said? And he has a daughter? I'm going on a daddy-daughter date. Because he's not a fucking little bitch.
Yeah. Our dads never did shit like that.
No, because it's weird.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, why don't you just hang out with your mom or something?
Right, exactly.
They probably thought it was gay to just talk to us.
Yeah.
For real.
I know.
My dad would try to talk to me, and I could see him like,
He's all connected with you. Hey, don't tell anybody we just did this, right?
Yeah. Don't tell your mom about this.
Yeah.
My dad said that to me one time. He goes, I was like 10 or 11. He goes, it's like he never says shit. And he's like, I wish we had a relationship kind of like your mom and sister, the way they're friends. And I like stopped playing video games and I looked at him and he was gone.
He's
What if he was talking on the phone? He's talking on the phone with his brother or
He
something.
never said it again. And I was like, he must have like said it and went, oh fuck, I said the gay shit.
Yeah. He turned the corner and was like, stupid.
Yeah, we never talked about it.
Fucking ninja out.
my
Or he's just reading an insurance pamphlet. He's like, I bet you wish you wish you had a relationship with your insurance company. Like, yeah, do this. Whatever that is.
Really a MetLife thing. Yeah.
They say like millennial men are the most involved fathers in the history of human, like right now, in the history of all humans.
I think it's gonna be rough.
Do you think that's a good thing or a bad
I think
thing?
it's a bad thing.
Because kids are going to be too
I
like.
think that parents not giving kids constant affirmation was a very good thing for a whole generation.
Amazing.
Because right now, people will just do backflips if their kids do the most basic shit.
Basic, yeah.
And like they just like are reverse tumbling about it.
Are you trying to have kids pretty soon? I feel like you were, right?
I think like we're open to it, but right now it's just like we still have to go through these treatments that are going to kind of like take some time, and it's like,
Well, that's gonna be 3 kids. That's pretty interesting.
yeah, well, maybe we'll see. I don't know, man. We just got to get through these like treatments first, and then we'll see where we're at.
Yeah.
We'll reevaluate. Like it's on our. We talk about it, but we're also like. Our focus is on something else entirely different, so it's like.
Do you think?
Putting undue stress on her would be really.
Yeah, man. It's like, and we're kind of like that too. Where we're like, oh, you're ovulating. I won't leave it in at all.
Yep.
I won't. Yeah, we're not gonna do anything.
Open your mouth.
She says that to me. Open your mouth.
If you had to do a guess just for fun, what state would this baby's birth certificate be in? Do you think?
Interesting.
Just for funsies.
I think it's probably gonna be.
Ohio.
California, yeah.
Nevada.
No, it's probably gonna be California. We love the taxes. We love the taxes.
Hey, does that mean that the baby's taxes are here too?
I don't know if I think our insurance coverage is gonna be better out here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That is true.
Yeah. Just with
In Nevada, the healthcare system is not as great.
Hey, Subi told me that his fucking baby cost $100K, but then because they got insurance, they only paid $3K.
That's nice.
What?
See, that's a big difference.
They just fucking bill whatever the fuck they
Bro,
want.
honestly,
You could
yeah,
also just
those.
say I don't have any.
Holy shit.
They're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because all those fucking families in East LA have fucking 12,000 kids.
Dude, check this out. Tiff went to we had to go to the emergency room, right? We were waiting in the emergency room for like fucking 6 hours, right? She sees a doctor at like 9 p.m. She leaves. She gets a bill from the hospital for like a couple $100. Then she gets a separate bill from the doctor that saw her, because those doctors are contracted by the hospital. So her payment for the initial payment for the hospital is not covered. So she has to pay a separate fee to the doctors that she saw for like an hour. Not even an hour.
Personal fee to just the doctor.
Just the doctor.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? So she pays the hospital and then pays the contracted doctor.
How does that work?
Doesn't make fucking sense.
I've never heard of that. Holy shit.
Yeah, and I was like, this is the new era, I guess. So it's like, yeah, fuck.
Wow.
He do medical stuff all the time. He lives in Vegas. He goes to Arizona.
Yeah, I know a lot of people
That's
that they
how bad
travel
it
to
is?
California for that shit too. Because like, I guess like their medical system isn't as robust
just not
as
as developed.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not.
Is Arizona specifically good?
For his particular stuff, yeah.
Got it.
But people having kids all the time in all sorts of places.
I think it's because it's more specialized, and it's a new city, so they have like the general stuff. Like if we need a general dentist.
I'm sure it's on the
Like if
come
I go
up.
hachoo, right? I don't have to go to Arizona because I got a fucking cold.
I just think that California.
You don't have to go anywhere.
I just think California is a little more up there medically. Like even
Super
like
up there.
my
There's so
family.
many hospitals out here.
My family just moved to New York, right? And they're in Long Island. My dad has worse healthcare now in Long Island.
But there's a lot of Jewish doctors over there. I thought New York has a lot of doctors.
A lot of Jewish doctors.
California has one of the best though.
yeah, it's up there. That's what I'm saying.
Because if you were a doctor, you'd probably want to work here, wouldn't you?
Because like all the national hospitals, like they get all the awards. There are like 3 of them. The top 3 are in California.
Yeah.
It's like Cedars, UCLA Health.
Cedars by itself is like a freaking.
Oh, dude, they're a
It's a
fucking
powerhouse.
machine.
See, Jewish doctors.
I don't know.
See Jewish doctors.
Filipino nurses, Jewish doctors. Great combo.
Yup. That's
Everyone's horny.
That's the actual like stereotype that's true, because they'll be like, if an emergency goes down in an airplane and they be like, would medical professional please come? You're gonna see white dudes from first class go back because they're the surgeons and the doctors, and you see the Filipino ladies in premium economy walk up and walk back because they're the nurses. Yeah.
If the doctor has a big tan, he's like, I don't know, I could give her bigger tits. Okay, I'll go in the back.
If he has like really white teeth, just like veneers.
A gold chain that's digging into his neck.
And then a dentist walks up and everyone's like, get back, go over there. And he's like,
That kind of doctor.
Hey, I just want everyone to know, though, I am technically a doctor, okay?
Are you gonna have kids?
yeah, for sure. I think we both want kids, and then I keep thinking like, man, I should have just fucking knocked her up when I met her.
Yeah.
Because it's never like the right time, but also it always feels like the wrong time.
Yeah.
Are you busting right now?
Nah, because we're like not even in a place where we don't even know what we're gonna do tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's
You might
like,
be working in the bathroom tomorrow.
yeah, I might be.
They messed that thing up. I hear.
One day. Just one day.
David might fire you.
I've been thinking. I've been running the numbers.
So David, what if I didn't have to work? And David starts yelling on the phone. What are you fucking talking about? He looks ahead and he's like, one more month, babe. We'll talk about it next.
Don't you ever fucking think of having a baby at a time like this?
I'm the baby guy.
I'm the baby guy.
It was my idea.
I'm the baby guy.
You're not the baby guy. You're the Junbi guy. You're the milk guy.
You go get the milk. I'll make the baby.
Leave it to me.
You should ask David if you can get paternity leave.
Oh yeah. Ask him.
My hopes up when they
Ask him.
Ice machine keys
How
breaking.
come I'm talking to you right now and I'm not hearing an echo? Are you not cleaning those bathrooms?
Can we get paternity leave when we have babies?
Nope.
Why?
Because
Employer?
Gio, you didn't even get it.
You're the employer. You have to.
Employer.
No, you guys could get.
You know what?
Gio was sitting here pregnant with Taika, right about, and then she did an episode, and then she went straight to the hospital after and popped out Taika.
That's good for the views, you know. But us, we don't have anything to show for it. But like angry wives.
The numbies justified it back then.
Our wives are so hungry. Joe, our wives are so hungry.
Uber eats it.
Yeah, all true.
You can send it for while you're sitting here.
That's how you're double doozing all the time.
I'm Uber eating for fucking Hannah, dude.
I do think Nikki would be a great mom too. I really do.
Yeah.
I think she would.
I just don't, it just, I don't know. It's just, I wish we could I wish we could have the baby, look at it, and be like, whoa, that's us to put together, okay, cool. And then we let a farm raise it for a while.
Yeah. That's what British people do. They just send them to boarding school.
That's tight. Boarding
And
school
then
would be
fast
cool.
forward to like 10 years old or something.
Yeah.
Send them to Army and Navy Academy.
Be lit. And then I can start wearing girl dad shirts.
Would any of you guys ever adopt or foster?
Only if it was one of your guys's.
That's crazy.
That's cool.
I've considered it.
That's a crazy thought. Really?
Adoption over like foster.
What made that happen?
I think you just like run weird scenarios in your mind. Like, what if we can't? Like, you know. And it's like, well, would you ever consider adoption? And you talk about it a little bit, and you're kind of like, well, here's the pros. You don't have to deal with like the toddler. Sometimes.
Yeah, that's so lit, dude.
You know, like sometimes you're adopting a kid that's already like 6.
The other day, my buddy, I'm hanging out with my buddy, and all of a sudden his daughter comes out of the car, and she's just covered in vomit, head to toe, like milk vomit. And you're just like, so the next 45 minutes of this cat's life is just about, we gotta go clean the car, we gotta clean the kid up. And I'm just like, oh, I just get to go home, dude.
I was
That's
FaceTiming
sweet.
Gio this morning, and then I was FaceTiming her while she was making the bed, and we're just having like a regular conversation. And she flipped over the duvet. She was like, "Oh my God, what the fuck?" And she showed me. And I guess what happened. So Taika sleeps on my side of the bed when I'm gone. He had the blanket over him, and I think in the middle of the night he had a bloody nose episode, but he was sneezing. So it was just sprays of fucking. But he doesn't know because he's knocked out, right? So it's like, achoo, achoo, achoo.
Oh.
And then he wakes up and goes eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch or whatever, and everything's just normal. And then now Gio makes the bed. She's like, "What the fuck?" Just sprays of red.
Richard Kimball killed his wife.
You just never know. Like the craziest like surprises. And she just washed the duvet yesterday.
Oh shit! Can it be saved after that?
I think if it's, I don't
Put
think.
it in the guest room.
Yeah, I don't know if it's.
Oh my god.
Or flip it around and not the design. Sneaks tonight too.
It's a one of one.
But yeah, she's
By Taiko Kwan.